This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. West Bengal Chief Minister Shubhendu Adhikari has announced that his government will implement the Uniform Civil Code in the state. He also promised strict laws against land jihad, love jihad and forced religious conversion. Speaking at an event marking 150 years of Vande Mataram in Kolkata, he said that people staying in India illegally or acting against the country's culture and national security would not be allowed to remain in the state. He added that illegal immigrants would be identified and sent back to their home countries. The announcement is expected to become a major political issue in West Bengal. A women judge in Madhya Pradesh has received a death threat after giving life sentence to 14 people in mob lynching case. Judge Tabassum Khan, an additional district judge in Narmadapuram, had convicted the accused earlier. A man later posted a video online warning that if the convicted men are not released within 10 days, there would be violence across the country. Police have registered a case and started an investigation. Security around the judge has also been increased. Authorities are trying to identify and arrest the suspect. India has officially released the name of 6 soldiers who died during Operation Sindoor in May 2025. The names were added to the National War Memorial's Roll of Honor and its 3D memorial wall in New Delhi. 5 martyrs were from the Indian Army and 1 was from the Indian Air Force. 2 of them also received bravery awards. Operation Sindoor were launched after the Pahalgam terror attack, where 26 tourists were killed. Indian forces struck terrorist camp across the border and reportedly eliminated more than 100 terrorists. Counterintelligence Kashmir carried out search operations at several places in Kashmir on Saturday. Officials said the searches took place in Srinagar, Ganderbal and Anantnag district. Security teams searched the homes of some suspected person as part of an ongoing investigation. The operation was conducted under tight security. Officials have not revealed the exact reason for the searches or shared details about the case. No official information about arrest had been released so far. Authorities said the investigation is still in progress. More details are expected after the search operation is completed and official issue an official statements. India has launched Operation Amistad to help earthquake-hit Venezuela. 2 Indian Air Force C-17 Globemaster aircraft left India with relief materials, medicine and a 41-member rescue team. The team includes doctors and trained rescue workers. They will work with Venezuelan authorities to search for survivors, treat injured people and support relief operations. The powerful earthquake has killed about 920 people and injured more than 3,360. India's mission shows its commitment to helping countries during disaster. Operation Amistad is expected to provide urgent medical care, rescue support and humanitarian aid to people affected by devastating earthquake in Venezuela. The United States carried out airstrikes on Iran for nearly 1 hour on Friday. US forces targeted missile and drone bases along with coastal radar sites. President Donald Trump said the action was a response to Iran breaking the ceasefire agreement. Soon after the strikes, Iran launched attacks on American military positions and warned that the US would regret violating the ceasefire. The latest fighting has sharply increased tension in the Middle East. World leaders are calling for calm and urging both countries to avoid further military action, fearing that the conflict could spread across the region. Venezuela was hit by another earthquake on Saturday. The new quake measured 4.9 in magnitude. It happened near the country's northern coast. People in the capital Caracas and the city of Maracay felt the shaking. Rescue teams are still working after 2 strong earthquakes on June 25th. The death toll has now reached 920. Around 3,300 people are injured. Many buildings have collapsed. Families are removing debris with their own hands to search for missing loved ones. Emergency workers are providing food, water and medical help. Officials warn people to stay alert because more aftershocks may happen. A 5.4 magnitude earthquake struck Pakistan on Saturday, according to the EMSC. The quake occurred at a depth of about 35 kilometers. Tremors were felt in several parts of the country, causing concern among residents. However, officials said there are no reports of death, injuries or major damage so far. Local authorities are closely monitoring the situation and assessing affected areas. Emergency teams remain on alert in case any aftershock or damage are reported. The situation is currently under control and officials have urged people to stay calm and follow safety guidelines. Oil prices have dropped back to about $72 per barrel, the same level seen before the Iran conflict. Lower oil prices may reduce fuel costs and help control inflation. At the same time, Apple products like iPad and MacBook have become more expensive in India, with some models costing up to 1 lakh rupees more because of import and supply issues. In business news, Micron has overtaken Meta and Tesla in market value after strong growth in the technology sector. Investors are watching global markets closely. Ireland created history by defeating India by 34 runs in the first T20 International at Belfast. It was Ireland's first ever international victory against India. The hosts delivered a strong all-round performance to secure a memorable win. India was led by Shreyas Iyer, who became India's captain after playing the most T20 matches before receiving the captaincy, breaking the previous record held by Rohit Sharma. Despite the milestone for Shreyas, India could not chase the target and suffered a disappointing defeat. Ireland celebrated a landmark victory, while India will look to bounce back in the next match of the series. Pre-monsoon rain continued across 6 Indian states including Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Haryana. Despite the rain, temperatures stayed above 42 degrees Celsius in parts of Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Haryana. In Madhya Pradesh, lightning killed 4 people in Balaghat and injured 8 others. In Devas, 2 women died after balcony collapsed during strong winds and rain. In Jharkhand, lightning claims 10 lives, while 2 people died in Chhattisgarh due to similar incidents. In Chamoli, Uttarakhand, heavy overnight rain triggered a cloudburst-like situation. Mud and debris entered home and school and ambulance, and 8 large vehicles caused major damage. Authorities have urged people to stay indoors during thunderstorm, avoid open fields and follow weather advisories as unstable weather conditions continue. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.